everyone. So yesterday we started reading chapter 16 of our Unit 2 readers, and today we're going to finish that. Make sure that you are answering the questions as we're going, or make sure you're going back after the read aloud is over and finding the answers for yourself. Also, please be making sure that you are turning them in either on Google Classroom or to me at school each day so that I know you're doing them. Okay. So let's see, we're going to be starting under this picture right here. The African savanna is the caption under the picture. Okay. I bet you've seen pictures of the many large game animals that make their homes in the savannas of Africa. They include the giraffe, the elephant, the hyena, the wildebeest, the lion, the zebra, and the impala. All of these animals belong to the same group of vertebrate animals. What are they? Yes, mammals. Birds like the hornbill and the Kawila, live there as well. The venomous reptiles, snakes like the gaboon and the black mamba are deadly to their prey in the savannas. So sorry, there's a lot of big animal or a lot of different animal words that I'm not familiar with and I'm trying to learn how to pronounce too. Okay, so the African savannas in Africa, and I forgot to show you guys where Africa is at on the map, so I'm going to show you now. Africa is this big continent right here. It looks like it's kind of in the middle of the globe in this picture. Okay, let's see. All right. The Great Barrier Reef of Australia is home to many different sea animals. Okay, now I'm going to show you Australia. Australia is this little continent down here that kind of looks like it's off by itself. All right. Animals here include the bottlenose dolphin, the anemone fish, the blue-spotted stingray, the box jellyfish, the black-tipped reef shark, and the leatherback sea turtle. Is the jellyfish a fish? Who remembers? No, in spite of its name, the jellyfish is an invertebrate and has no gills. Be sure to notice the jellyfish's many long tentacles. So do you think the anemone fish is a fish or not? Yes, it is indeed a fish, also called the clownfish, because of its colorful markings, and it lives among the tentacles of another invertebrate, the sea anemone. The sea turtle belongs to the reptile group, and you probably remember that the dolphin is a milk-producing mammal that breathes with its lungs. How about the shark? Yes, it is a fish too. It breathes through its gills and, unlike the dolphin, does not provide milk for its young. And the stingray? A fish too, a relative of the shark. Finally, let's look at Antarctica, the southernmost continent and one of the coldest places on Earth. So let's look at Antarctica. There it is at the very bottom. It's the southernmost continent, right? It's all the way to the south. And it's very cold. Okay. Emperor penguins live in its icy waters, along with the blue whales and the humpback whales. Leopard seals, skua, and snow petrels spend half of the year in darkness in the frozen coastal region. Only 2 vertebrate animals are found on land in Antarctica. What are they? That's right, mammals and birds. You've learned that these 2 groups also share another common characteristic as well. Mammals and birds are both warm-blooded. The energy in the food they eat is used to warm their bodies and keep them from freezing. These Antarctic animals survive in harsh frozen conditions, and they are largely dependent on krill, tiny shrimp-like crustaceans with exoskeletons that live in the waters beneath the ice packs. They are the primary or main source of food for predators in Antarctica. So you notice at the bottom in that last sentence, it says they are the primary or main source of food for the predators of Antarctica. So they're giving you a little hint, right? They're giving you a context clue of what primary means, right? They are the primary, comma, or main, comma. So they're telling you that primary means main. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next page. As you can imagine, living in the extreme cold of Antarctica presents a major challenge to cold-blooded animals. A few fish are adapted in an interesting w- or I'm sorry, a few fish have adapted in an interesting way to survive the cold waters surrounding Antarctica. The ice fish has a special chemical in its body that acts like an antifreeze and keeps it from freezing. A few invertebrates have found other interesting ways to survive the cold temperatures of Antarctica. Some might survive by living on the fur of animals or in the feathers of birds close to the warmth of their warm blooded hosts. Now you've seen a sample of animals that live on each of the seven continents. There are so many interesting facts about Earth's animals. Before I go, let's each share one interesting fact that you have learned about vertebrate animals. Think for a moment about the interesting fact that you wish to share. And it says turn to your neighbor and share your fact, but instead you can write that on or under number 6 where it asks you to share one interesting fact about vertebrate animals that you've learned. Okay, it's been so much fun for me to be with you again. I'm so proud of all that you've learned about the animal kingdom over the past few days. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. In the meantime, I encourage you to keep your eyes open. As you see an animal or read about an animal, think about how you would classify it. Next time we're together, perhaps you can tell me about your discoveries. Until then, goodbye. All right.